All right, prediction. Oh my gosh, Don, you are a saint. I love you. Thank you so much. Unless it wasn't Don, it was Yash, but usually it's Don. All right, Don covered me there. You know, I'm gonna admit, Dream, I confused myself. I thought the KA-52 was the KA-60, which is the transport chopper, but no, the KA-52 is the fucking Black Shark with the side cannon, which they've rescripted probably to be some sort of machine gun, right? Because F&F doesn't really do auto cannons and whatnot.
Indeed, indeed.
All right. Well, with that out of the way, ooh, the TeamSpeak thing came back up. All right, give me 1 second. It was probably up there for EU, and I didn't even notice. Actually, no, I didn't because I would have. Whoops. Okay. Well, anyway, let me get rid of that. You want to start us off?
You have to remember I'm not actually in the game because I'm at a different town.
All right. Well, tell me about the town. What town are you in right now?
I'm in Brighton. It is commonly known as the gay capital of England because this is where the Pride stuff is held pretty much every year.
Gotcha.
It's a very nice place. It's right next to the coast, and I want to fucking leave.
So you're more at home right now. You're there for the Pride stuff this
Fuck
year,
you,
right?
Fuck you.
No. Well, I do
house
swing that way, but I wouldn't want to ruin our business relationship.
Sure.
All right, so Op4 is defending 3 terminals. The terminals can be taken in any order because I don't see any labeled as active or inactive. Blue 4 is trying to take them, and let's look at where Op4 is. Tell me to shut up if you want to cut in, by the way, Dream.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So it is a smaller day. We only have about like 70 to 80 people on the server, so it looks like they're only commanding via platoons. So it is going to be Cardboard commanding on the Op4 side, and under him, he's got Dreek and Thorn taking X-Ray. We have Alpha being commanded by Peterson, and a lot of guys named OP. Is that the S7 guys that came back today?
It might be. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I've ever seen them.
So for reference, there's a community that took a multi-month-long hiatus called S7 that has come back. So I'm going to not recognize a lot of these names because they've come back. But meanwhile, Pops Art from Pluto, Green Shade under Bravo 2, Anderson, head honcho of NA. He runs the NA event. Is under Charlie, being commanded by... Actually, no, it looks like Charlie's just a weapon team with Wheaton taking the AT, which is an RPG-42. Also... interesting thing to note is everyone has magnified optics. So I'm seeing a lot of PSO scopes on the Russian side. So this is going to be a magnified optic fight.
Ooh, so obviously after having 4 weeks of FNF World War II, it'll be very interesting to see how players are now going to cope with dealing with enhanced optics. Well, I mean, I'm sure they did play different things other than World War II during the entire month of June, but,
right.
You know, FNF is a different thing, so...
So otherwise, I'm sure people will enjoy that after, you know, all that World War II close range stuff. So
Indeed. Hopefully
that'll all work out. But otherwise, we have Kane and Arma Jesus from Pepega Pirates that are going to fly the KA-52. And we have Gamma under Cosmonaut Miller being 1 BTR crew. And Martin and Germania being the other crew, and we do have some armed gazes on the field as well. It looks like just 1, actually. And again, that AGS grenade machine gun is unscripted, so it's just the PKP on the top. But otherwise... Give me 1 second, Dream. Draconos, thanks so much for gifting out a sub to Lonely Devi, and thank you for your 3-month resub as well. Blood makes the grass grow. There's a lot of blood that grows in FNF then, eh, Dream?
Yeah, I know, right? To be fair, that's not totally false. If you go to anywhere in the UK and find a poppy field, you'll know for sure lots of blood has been spilled there.
Otherwise, hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this scenario. But otherwise, let's go ahead and look at what we have on the Blue 4 side. So Blue 4 has a lot. They've got 2 50 cal Humvees, 2 M240 Humvees, which are 7.62. The 50 cals are obviously 50. They have a armed Little Bird, and it looks like it has the GAU 19 12.7 minigun to counter, I would believe, the KA-52's cannon is rescripted to also be this minigun as well. So they're trying to mirror both sides having the same stuff. And then we have some unarmored transport trucks, you can tell, because the glass is a much wider pane, and it isn't, what's the term? It's very transparent. There's no translucency on it, which would indicate that it's bulletproof. So easy to get shot out of that. But otherwise, with all the mobile machine gun assets, we'll see what Blue 4 can pull here. But Blue 4 is commanded by Platoon 1, which is Pierce, Fisher under him, who was commanding some previous rounds of FNF. Their X-ray team is going to be led by Vargran, and Olaf is given the Mark 11 marksman rifle. Speaking of weapons, it looks like Blue 4 is your standard... why did I just blank? U.S. Marine Corps Desert. So we've got 5.56 rifles, 5.56 machine guns with the 249, 100-round 7.62 240s for the machine gunner, which will be Charlie 1 with Nova Wolf there. The medium anti-tank, also known as the MAT weapon, is going to be the Maz. That's going to be fielded by Pickles. Great names to know there. And otherwise, it's just one of those classic Russians versus American ops that you see in FNF.
But here's the thing, I think a lot of people are going to have missed this because, I mean, I don't speak for your chat, but I will say I think a lot of people got a bit bored and just overdone with the World War II stuff.
Yep.
So going back to this sort of normalcy is very nice, and I'm very, very upset I don't get to play it.
Well, especially since they have all long-range weapons. I mean, looking at Maz, for example, he's got a freaking MP7, and he's put an SU-230 scope on it for magnification. So I'm going to be really interested to see how these long-range optics work, especially in a map like Takistan, because it's all open terrain, and since everyone has magnified optics, being in open terrain is just that much more dangerous. So Blue 4 is going to have to do a lot of special maneuvering here to get to these sectors, but with the limited numbers, we're probably going to have to see Op4 commit to some pretty interesting strategies, which we'll go over when we look over the AOs. Real quick, Natty, thanks so much for the 10-month resub at Tier 3. I really do appreciate it. It's morning for you. Hot damn. I hope you keep enjoying the operations nonetheless, and I hope you get a kick out of this stream. I know my audio guy, Yash, it's already Saturday for him, so he always watches the NA branch technically on Saturday.
It is 1:29 in the morning for me right now. So
very true.
Great. I have to catch a train at 4:30 p.m.
Hello, fellow
which isn't all that bad. But, you know.
To get out of town there, get out of Dodge.
Yeah, go back home and then get back to my PC.
So let's look at the AOs here. So Terminal 1 is actually a really, really good AO to defend if you have the manpower. So I don't think Op4 has the manpower to commit to Terminal 1, but if they did, and this was like 124 player, like 60v60 with the number difference factored in, they could easily lock down this town, lock down the open fields around it, put X-ray or something on the northern overwatch point, and look around. But a quick note on X-ray, their job is kind of nullified because everyone has magnified optics, so they are more so going to be for a recon or a scouting group, and I hope the ground commanders make that adjustment. Because otherwise, if they go up on a hill, like far away, they're still going to get domed because everyone has,
The thing that I find interesting about this is you could probably stick like a small 1 or 2 squads, and if you set up some good positions up on these hills, like especially an MG squad, you're going to have a really, really nice, overview, overwatch point to anyone coming in. Because, I mean, I highly doubt Blue 4 are going to come in straight through the roads. But holding those hills is going to be absolutely, vital to keeping this place safe if you were going to take this place.
But without the manpower, I don't think Terminal 1 is really a viable option. Just because if it's going to be like a 30v, 35, or 40, really they need to focus on smaller sectored AOs. By the way, Don, if you haven't already, can you unlock the other hydrate command if it's still locked? Because I'm ready to go. Dream will take care of me. But otherwise, let's look at Sector 2. So Sector 2 is where they've spawned, not really a sector, excuse me, Terminal 2. It's in a bathroom. Now, the exact position is marked, but what concerns me about this AO is, yes, it's based off, but there's not a lot of good Overwatch positions from within the base. They would have to proactively put units outside of this AO, and that just
it's too wide open.
Yeah,
and it's not, especially with such a small force.
I got you, Wise.
Like hold this area, you need a decent size.
I got you, Yash.
Because it's so open, and and the buildings that there are, so like what you have, like 8 one-story buildings and only 2 two-story buildings. It's just not viable enough to hold, especially with the open, open ground.
I don't know. I could see them doing something with the 2 bigger barracks buildings, like the ACT and the barracks building itself, but it's just there's not a lot of firing ports from within here. But this might actually be what Op4 needs with a smaller group, but it is still really stretching themselves thin.
So here's something to point out with the double-story barracks building. If you look to the east on top of the hill, there's magnified optics. So if you're sitting on this second story and someone on that hill with magnified optics comes through, you're not going to have a good time because you're not going to have anywhere to hide.
They're probably going to pick you off pretty easily, so that kind of nullifies that building. Let's go ahead and look at Sector 3 here. I would say this is the best one out of all of them for Op4's situation. Small AO, close to some ridges where they can put forces up on the immediate western ridge, and then if you go northeast from the terminal, this little ridge that's closer to Terminal 2, if you could hold that and then the rear ridge and keep the overwatch elements solid, there's not a lot of ways that Blue 4 can come up on you. Maybe from the north, but that's what the southwestern ridge is for, is covering from that sector. So you are advertising yourself if you go on those hills, but I think that would be your best bet. What do you think?
I agree. It's close quarters combat with such a small force. I think it would be much preferable for attacking, especially if Blue 4 used brute force. But just something I want to point out. So back in World War II, we thought that the plane that they used was going to have probably 762 or something like that, but no, they did actually hold with the cannon. Now, obviously, a plane and an attack chopper is different, so do I expect them to have HE? No. But there's always still that possibility, because we didn't think they'd have HE in World War II.
I don't think that KA-52 is going to have HE, because I've seen it in action already, and I know that it's going to be, like, I've seen the script in action. It's going to be a 12.7.
That will be their greatest, like, if they lose that, I feel like especially early on, if they lose it early on, I feel like it's going to be 100 times harder.
All right, real quick, Chad is asking where Scandi Recon is. They're on Blue 4, so if you are a Scandi Recon fan, bet Blue 4. And Demon, thanks for the 12-month resub. Welcome to the Lance Corporal Club, buddy. Hope you enjoy that badge, and thank you so much for all your support. Hope you get a kick out of this scenario.
Shout out to Nemesis for hitting 300 followers.
Oh, did he? Excellent.
He did a giveaway that I won earlier, and I didn't even realize. Nice.
I meant to raid him after the giveaway, but I was just, like, my head is always a fried egg by the end of FNF, you know?
Especially you.
Also, Falcon told me to watch him, because he's going to try to do something stupid with a machine gun again.
Yep, he messaged me, grab a bear, obviously he meant beer, and a pillow. I'm about to whip some ass. Love you, Dream. That's what he sent to me.
So it looks like they're testing the countermeasures back at Op4 spawn.
A bit early, but, you know.
A bit early, but yep, okay. They only get a few, so... Huh. Blue 4 does not have AA, they only have 50 cal.
Intimidation,
so,
pre-smoke.
AAA, technically. Now, prediction's about to run out. Tactically, I would give it to Op4, but based off of who's on what side, I would probably fall into the Scandi Recon bias, but the KA-52 is a better asset than the Little Bird. It has a more powerful engine, you can get more speed with it, but the Little Bird has a lot more maneuverability, so as you said earlier, Dream, I think the air battle is really going to determine the winner, but at the same time, it's also a question of after the air battle, how much ammo do you have left to attack static positions? And so if Op4... Go ahead.
What weapon does that Blue 4 have
it has a Gao 19 pylon, so they both have a 12.7 minigun pylon, essentially.
So with Red 4 and the double-seater, so obviously the Red 4 gun, if I'm not wrong, can move around.
Yes.
But obviously the Little Bird is 10 times more swift. But I definitely think if King, is it King and Arma Jesus? I think
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, I think if whoever the gunner is able to line up their shots like perfect, like well, I feel like they don't have to use as much ammo because it should be quite easy. You just have to make sure that you're not showing yourself too much.
I'm going to be honest though, G-Legs is a very good pilot. I have actually not seen a lot of Pepega Pirates fly, so I'll be curious to see that, but it's just going to be a matter of who's going to be better here. The better pilot, in my opinion, or the better airframe. And this could just be... King could just completely blow us out of the water with some crazy bullshit maneuvers, you know? So
this is quite interesting.
I want to see it, yeah.
Yeah, when you went on the map, they're actually sending 2 squads north, 2 squads south, probably to hold on the valleys, to maybe take them down while they're moving on the road. And they've obviously got the 2 squads on Terminal 1 and Terminal 2.
Right.
No, Terminal 2 and Terminal 3, or just off Terminal 3.
Yeah, Terminal 1 they're going to forego, but they're sending groups out to basically take Overwatch positions. I agree with that call.
Yeah, so do I.
Because Op 4, especially with Charlie 1, they get the PKP as well, and that can put a magnified optic on it. So they can do some really good long-range stuff here with it, and they also have the PKP techie. Or, no, this would be a gun car technically, but...
This is actually going to be interesting. So it seems Blue 4 going for a straight...
My voice is kind of hoarse.
Now turned up onto the hill.
Sorry about that.
Now Charlie 1 are going to mount this hill and are just then going to...
ASMR Liru.
See them and catch them out. If Blue 4 keep pushing as hard as they are.
How good is Wheaton going to be with that AT, though? That's the real question. But Blue 4 looks like is coming right up to this position, so maybe he doesn't really have to worry about that range.
I feel like being a Moors is a lot simpler than most RPGs and Arma because it has everything on it for you. And they can hear the vehicles, I think.
Ooh, I think 240 just saw the skyline. Yep, he's opening up. Charlie 1 is immediately getting cut down here.
Oof.
A lot of damage, 1 unconscious, but no kills. Now, if it was a 50, that would have probably...
So if Redfall loses
Wheaton's having some trouble maneuvering.
It's not going to be good. Any of them.
So I wonder if we're going to see one of these 50 cal Vics that just pulled up try to come around the flank here, or if Blue 4 is going to keep the suppression going. The Little Bird, meanwhile, is going way to the north, and the KA-52 is staying towards the south, so both sides appear to be having their air assets in reserve, and there goes our first kill. Arx is dead.
I think the air assets are primarily going to focus on each other for now.
Oh, KA...
Like makes an attack.
I thought the KA was detecting the Little Bird, but nope. Little Bird might try to swing in and intercept here. This could be the Little Bird's opportunity. Yep, she's going in to intercept. KA, I think, has noticed. Little Bird trying to line up a shot, but KA-52 ducks under.
But we know Greg is a very, very...
Ooh, Little Bird's closing for the kill.
And I'll give it to him. He's a very, very good pilot.
I did see a round bounce off.
And this is exactly where the Little Bird wants the KA-50. Running away from it because that Little Bird is so swift.
It's slick, but the KA has the better engine, so if they realize that, they can literally zoom all the way to the south side of the map, turn around, regroup, and then run circles around that Little Bird if they build up the proper momentum. And I think that's exactly what the KA is trying to do right now. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I also think he's trying to lure him to like positions where the infantry and maybe the Vic with the PKP on it can gun it down.
So it looks like Op4 is conceding Terminal 1. They're pulling Charlie 1 away from an Overwatch vector, and Blue 4 should feel pretty confident about that. They got a free kill. Their Little Bird got a nice attack run on the KA-52, and now Blue 4 has room to maneuver on not just Terminal 1, but they can utilize this ridge to the north and try to pull forces around. Ooh. KA-52 trying to line up some runs on some of these Humvees. These are the 50 cal Humvees, though.
Yeah, he's moving.
Those can do a lot of damage.
And then they start opening up.
The KA was able to avoid all that, though, just narrowly. Little Bird on the rear of the Blue 4 formation, though, I guess doing some overwatch, trying to ward off the 52. But now we're going to see Blue 4 dismounted. They're going to move in on foot, and I think they're going to just do the rest of this on foot. So really, the worrisome leap is going to be from Terminal 2 to Terminal 3, because all of this open terrain.
Now, this is where the KA-50 would shine if it didn't have to worry about the Little Bird too much.
Hold up, KA-50's lining up an attack run on the infantry.
Ooh. And
He's going to shoot.
Shot from the east, I think.
There it is. I saw some really nasty hits, but no kills. I saw Nova Wolf's feet get blown off, but otherwise everyone appears to still be up. I also know that that gun pod is not designed to be re-scripted with a 12.7 MG, so the sights are slightly off.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Oop, Little Bird's trying to get close again.
So I think Red Bull's strat here is just to not lose any bodies in the first few bits of contact. And they're trying to lure Blue 4 in, because that's where they'll strike best.
Little Bird's trying to close the distance with the KA-50, is booking it north. Meanwhile, Blue 4's deployed a lot of smoke as they are contending with, honestly, one shooter. I think they're mistaking the BTR's gunfire for enemy infantry, which is why you're having a lot of shots go that way. But looks like Blue 4's wised up to it. They're now trying to pop smoke and move by. I am seeing Platoon 1 HQ getting shot at. That is, I think, the ground command. Yep, Cardboard. Just trying to watch Blue 4 come in, potentially also calling in strikes. But look at that Little Bird. Following the KA-52 right in enemy territory, trying to get a top-down shot on it, but looks like he wasn't able to connect a hit there. He's coming back around. KA-52 might try to go for a vehicle. You know, he could also just be, like, flying up there to harass Blue 4 to slow them down. I mean, with the objective so close, I don't think we're going to see this fall to time, but that is a possibility.
So I definitely think this is that's the KA one of, like, so they've got command center and say, hey, just work them as hard as you can. Well, so the KA-50 is probably running a small bit of CAS, but mainly recon and distraction. So that every second they're
that was close.
Up for. But, oh, that BTR might have almost just taken a hit there.
Yeah, so Blue 4 fired a Moz round, and it went slightly over and hit the building. Here's the KA trying to get some more shots from the rear, but it is being heavily harassed. Meanwhile, Charlie 1 has redeployed on the western ridge, and there's a few guys taking pot shots at Blue 4 because I think they've been successfully pinned right here because of both the KA-52 and that BTR. So now that single guy on Charlie 1 on the ridge might be able to get some pickoffs here. And I do see Kaga has been killed.
Oof.
And we just had another kill. That was Nordic Prophet. Ah, unfortunate. He got picked off from the base garrison. There wasn't Norris that got the kill. I'm trying to check inside from the kitchen.
Nordic will get his
It
first.
was Chuplis that got the kill.
Good shot, man.
Oh, and there goes the BTR. It's cooking off. Germania got killed, and you got Martin trying to crawl away. That was another Moz round. So, honestly, in this environment, the BTR kind of loses some of its effectiveness because it's meant to be a gun used at range supporting infantry, but in this theater, you'd want it to basically be a mobile sniper platform with that 14.5 millimeter. But with everyone having magnified optics, it loses that effect. But Little Bird closing the distance on the KA-50.
If you saw Blue 4 Golf 1 are now wrapping around to where that BTR was, and I think they're about to take that sort of height advantage.
Ooh, good hit! I think he just got the 52. It's on fire.
Yeah, that's it. K52.
Is that going to be a freestyle crash cook-off? Or is he going to somehow fix it? Nope. Oh my god.
And then that is a huge win, and you were correct. Greg is a very, very good pilot.
The pilot didn't make it. Neither pilot made it.
Oh my
god. Yeah, I don't know what to call that, Chief. That's
Pain? Just pain?
He's I don't think the doctors will be able to resuscitate this man.
He's taking a nap.
He's taking a nap. See, from above, he kind of looks fine, but this is some SCP flesh that hates shit, in all honesty. I don't know how I would make this a thumb. Like, it's just... I don't know. All right, let's get back to the action. Reverse giraffe. My chat is telling me it is a reverse giraffe. Oh my god. Let me write down that timestamp for later.
Blue 4 had their numbers fairly cut down from that open push, but they golfed and that little bird is now going, like, now they have air superiority.
Yep, just harassed X-ray there.
Yeah, and asset superiority.
Trying to return fire. Apparently the little bird might be shooting black hole rounds. We'll have to get that fact checked. I know you're an admin, but you're not around because you're in another town. So, if you could get that verified for me, that'd be great, Dream.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me to hydrate.
Oh, that guy made a huge mistake shooting down at them on the side of a hill.
I want to see if that little bird repeats its previous fire mission and does another strike. Looks like it is starting to line one up. But if it could get a flank and hit the guys behind this Vic, I think that's going to be GG to these guys. But instead, the little bird is going a little more north.
Little bird goes for a run, kills one of the Op 4s, but also kills a bunch of Blue 4.
Alright, so it's just the X-ray marksman that's still alive. He's quickly getting to the Vic, and he's going to try to drive off. I think the little bird right now is just doing reconnaissance to see where Op 4's positions are. And Blue 4 sent a massive flanking force around on the southern hills. They might be... Looks like it's all the armed Vic, so I think they're just doing Overwatch from up here.
Yeah, this is what I said. They're just trying to get high superiority. And it seemingly has worked out pretty well for them.
Roster-wise, Fist and Thorn are dead in X-ray. Blue 4 has not taken any additional casualties past the 2. So they're still in pretty good shape. And with Blue 4 having air superiority, it's going to be difficult to see how Op 4 bounces back because they only have one of their BTRs left.
Dawn, why did you make me drop 5k on Red 4? I could have made Liru drink.
From, you know, hydrating, right? That's the important part.
Oh, yeah, from hydrating. Hydrating course.
Ooh, I think a gunner of a BTR just got picked off by the... Excuse me, a gunner of the Humvee just got picked off by the BTR. Smurfy is down, and that BTR is continuing to fire with its 12.7. Just switched to 7.62.
Red 4 doing a pretty good job of keeping these Humvees away, though.
I mean, they're trying to get them out of this position now. Barb's doing some VR cast stuff. I guess now it's working because he hasn't told me it's canceled yet, so. Good choice to quarantine him then. Ah, that's harsh. But I didn't want to get in his way, that's why. Team lead for X-Ray has gone down, and it is just up to Nutty Person, who has taken the marksman rifle. He was the medic, though. Hearing that little bird fire again, oh, geez, it flew low. And I think it just took out the BTR. It's smoking.
Yep, that's Greg for you.
So Blue 4 has a helicopter pilot that knows what he's doing. He just killed one of the crewmen of that BTR, other one's dismounted. I don't know. I mean, I think Op4's in a pretty bad spot here. Their final hope, I would say, is the Western AO, because hopefully by then G-Legs has run out of ammo, but he's also been very conservative with it. So we'll see how things go. I don't know if I'll ever go full VTuber. It's a big investment, and I don't really think my audience would appreciate it.
Once they lost that first VTR on the KF-52,
yeah.
I think it's just all falling apart.
I will say Blue 4 is a little slow to advance, but I think that's also because they're letting their assets do a lot of the heavy lifting to thin out what they can from Op4's side, so they don't mindlessly charge their units into like a BTR or something. But they're also holding their own ground by fortifying this town and starting to pick off things from basically the first terminal site. They've been able to push back the groups that came up on the ridges to harass them. They've had their assets take out all of the enemy assets, and now I think they're safe to push at this point.
Indeed. They've done very well. Who's Blue 4 Command again? Who's Blue 4 Command again?
Blue 4 Command is Pierce.
Well, you know, Pierce, he's done it a lot. Not going to talk about his reliability, but he's done it a lot.
Pierce, I will say for the sake of the stream, he's very micromanagey, but I mean, this is evidence of it. It works. When you get the good blend of people, it definitely works, but I would probably equate a lot of the success to G-Legs' flying. Because without him, Op4 would still have their 52, they'd still have a BTR, and Pierce's plans might have become a little too reserved at that point, because that 52 would have probably started dicking on things on the southern ridge by now, and the other BTR would continue to harass the Humvees, because it already harassed one and killed the gunner. So I think it's just Pierce with a good pilot is allowing Blue 4 to really build their momentum here. Go ahead.
You know, a lot of people talk about commands and like, you know, their tactics. And when you think about wins, you think about commands, but there's not a lot of thought goes into the actual squads that you have. So like I could fully say if Pierce didn't have Greg, I feel like this game would be a lot different. See, no offense to Pierce, he's done some good stuff, but you know, you're only as good as your players.
If your players can't execute, then there's no point in making a plan.
Yeah. Op4 have no AT because the AT team was completely fucking destroyed at the start.
I think, no, Wheaton's still alive. They pulled all the way back to Terminal 3. They're going to overwatch from that hill. Ark got shot to shit. He took a few rounds too. I have noticed, like, people have been taking like up to 5 or 6 body shots before they go down.
I think it's been a bit of a change because I mean we've seen it with the Russians before, haven't we?
Yeah, but I mean I've seen both sides just tank rounds, so I don't know what to tell you. Drawler fan, you are drunk? Oh, I'm trying to get there too. People just need to tell me to hydrate and I'll join you. But anyway, thanks for the 6-month reset. Hope you keep enjoying the ops and I hope you get a kick out of this scenario. See, as you say that, I just watched one Blue 4 guy get his head blown off, and another guy got double tapped, and his head's blown off.
I just saw that.
Who is this beautiful man? Cardboard got a kill there, but Martin's on 3. Isn't he server dev, man?
Yes, Martin is
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, Jesus. Someone give me a head count for those, please.
He knows the big words.
He knows the big words, I see.
Exactly.
How many is that? 12? Okay. Give me a second. I'll hold a beer in my hand. 14. You guys can slow down now, that's enough. So, on the ridge, Blue 4 has to be careful and communicate effectively, because now that they're breaching this compound, they have to make sure that their own guys don't hit each other. We're seeing G-Legs coming in, trying to get a kill off of Montgomery. Montgomery being quick to try to return fire.
Yeah, Leroy, I don't mean to take too much away from the game here, but I just took a peek at your chat and apparently you have 22 drinks.
22.
Godspeed.
Okay.
Godspeed, gentlemen.
I think that's going to be more than what I actually have right here. Jesus. Jack Daniels, eh? All right, that's one. Now we're down to 21. Now the other. 20. Okay. Progress. I do like how we have Norris right here. He's reloading his box. He's got a bunch of blue 4 coming around him. He is ready to go.
Russian man.
He literally just blew a guy through the door. He just killed another man trying to throw a grenade through. Ooh, God, 3 kills.
Oh, shit. Is Norris going to become the new favorite?
He might. 3 kills. He's getting suppressed, ironically, by his own guy up on the ridge. It was Yellow Tracer, so it was the machine gunner, so it was Cyrus. But now Cyrus has adjusted to a different target, and ooh, they got the knockout on Nemesis.
Ooh.
Rest in peace, Nem. I'm sorry. There's Terminal 2 hacked. There's G-Legs putting another strike down. It's 18, not 22. Somewhere left over from before. Gotcha. Okay. So we're on 18. Make sure you're not refunding them, by the way. Point sales are final.
22. Come on, man.
Yep. So I've done 3. Let's do 4.
It's actually 18, apparently. God damn it, Yash.
4 kills for Norris.
Jesus.
And Mito is not paying attention. Oh, Mito might pay attention now. Except his brain doesn't exist. 5 kills. 6 kills for Norris. 7 kills for Norris.
Oh my god, I'm a little bit, but he's the new favorite.
8 kills for Norris. End it down.
What the fuck?
Norris with a machine gun.
Norris might have actually just turned the fucking tide.
You're right, in all honesty.
That's 8 players from an already small...
Someone woke back up.
He's turned the tide.
But Norris doesn't care. 9 kills for Norris and a down.
He's cleared out this entire section.
Uh-oh. Norris, look out!
Oh no.
10 kills for Norris.
Oh my fucking god.
Blue 4 had a good strategy. Pierce was doing really well, and then they met Norris.
Someone in your church has said that Norris has stolen Falcon's moment.
Norris Falcon's still alive. He's up there.
Oh my god, if he kills Falcon, it's over.
Oh my god, if he gets blue on blued by his own machine gunner. So he's gonna take a moment to heal. 10 kills though. I think Norris might have actually just saved this for Op 4. In all honesty.
And I think that 5k investment's starting to look a bit better now.
Let's give him a warm welcome. We just had, who is this? Eander tried to breach in. He got killed. Another guy was also breaching in. So Op 4 might hold this. Ooh, Falcon! Falcon's trying to keep his title alive, but Norris gets behind a little shed.
Oh. Come on, Norris. Kill Falcon. Let me
Wow.
kill Falcon.
Only Falcon's allowed to double tap people like that. Yes, Boo? I'm sorry, I'm working. I can't eat and work at the same time, Boo. I'm sorry. I know I cannot because people don't like it when I chew on stream. Dooley now bandaging.
Like your sexy chewing.
Oh my god. Stop it, Boo. I'm working.
Is Dooley a medic?
Dooley is... Yes, Dooley might be able to save Spiky.
How lucky.
But the damage has been done, and Bloodwing is... Why? Why?
They don't want to hear the sexy, sultry sounds of you chewing.
No, I don't want them to hear that either.
What's going on? What the fuck?
She gave me some pizza and I haven't eaten it yet because we're working.
Yes, business.
It's fine, Boo. Yes. Oh my god, wait, someone just got knocked out in the chopper. G-Leg just went down.
Oh no!
There were no survivors.
To be fair though, Liru, what part of the business agreement meant that she couldn't hand feed you pizza?
Yeah, some people like that.
So ironically, if you look where Kane and Arma Jesus died, the chopper that killed them didn't die too far off. And Bloodwing now sees the body. Yeah, revenge, right?
God, wait. No, Liru.
This is my mix and match. What?
Liru, he entered the 6th dimension and pulled out a kill.
He pulled out a kill. Yeah, I mean,
SCP.
if anyone looks like that, I would assume they are from the 6th
SCP.
dimension. Yeah, SCP, pull choppers out and destroy them. Okay. Ay, ay, ay.
Liru Mukbang channel win.
Oh my god. Alright, so... I don't even know what that is. Falcon doing his best to bandage. Pierce is honking at him. Spiky, I think, is getting medical. Pierce is still honking at Falcon, and Falcon is still doing medical.
What did you miss
Good.
so far, Stone? You missed Norris become Falcon and kill everything and absolutely just turn the tide for Bedford.
Okay. Okay. Oop, we've got Charlie 1 assaulting one of the Humvees here. Humvee's turning its gun around, though, but the smoke is going to conceal it. I don't need this.
What's going on? What's happening?
They're bullying me.
How are they bullying you?
I don't know.
You're not actually being bullied, are you?
Alright. You got Dooley picking up Nem. Yep. Spiky's still unconscious. I can assume they probably gave her some blood bags and are just waiting for her to wake back up.
If it's Bloodwing, it's not bullying, it's a privilege.
It's a...
Holy shit! How many blue fours are there left? Obviously they have.
Let me look at how many blue 4 are. We got 1, 2.
Assets.
Love you, boo.
Is the only thing.
3, 4, 5, 6. Enjoy your cookies. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So blue 4 has 14 players left. Op 4 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So, yeah, Norris literally saved the round with his PKM. With a machine gun.
Norris Chad.
How many sips was that on 4? So,
Gonna go to FNF General and just pat Norris on the back.
5. 6. So I owe you 12. I still owe you 12. Yash, I don't believe you. Should be points thing to make me eat. Obligatory eat pizza on stream. Alright, so Cardboard, he's on 2 kills on himself. He does have a GL. If that Vic drove up to him, he could have peppered it. Ooh, he's trying, but it's going to be a little too slow. So I think Blue 4 is regrouping units to the south to now attack the final objective from the south itself. But meanwhile, 3 armed Humvees have just completely annihilated the Charlie 1 vehicle, which was driven... Actually, no, it was X-Rays. And the final member of X-Ray, Nutty Person, is unconscious behind it with his marksman rifle.
Well, if he was smart enough, then he got a radio out just before he died.
Well, he's back awake now, so he can radio whatever he wants.
Good man.
Well, we got to be careful, because in medicing, he just turned his body out there, and he got shot. And double tapped. And double tap, triple tap, quadruple tapped.
He got tapped quite a bit.
The Blue 4 touched him in his no-no place with bullets. Lots and lots of bullets.
To be fair, if it's a bullet, everywhere is a no-no place.
I love how Blue 4 left Spiky after doing medical to Spiky, and then they loaded Nem in the Vic, but they didn't load Spiky.
Just forgot about it.
Just leave Spiky, it's okay. That's pretty mean.
Sure.
Now, we're seeing Op 4 slowly pulling some of their forces back to Terminal 3 as Blue 4 regroups. I could see it still going either way, but Op 4 definitely has the advantage in numbers, but Blue 4 has the advantage in firepower with all these Humvees, so we'll see which is better.
Blue 4 probably are going to sit on top of the hill with those Humvees. But then all Red
11th.
wants to do is just sit in a building or sit on a wall and just wait. Because they're going to have to rush them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Spiky wakes back up, but I don't think Spiky's going to wake back up. All right, Charlie 1 doing a quick dismount here. They found a 240 Humvee, but its engine's cooking, so I doubt it's going to be usable. Barb's finally lost it. What does that mean? Blue 4 Command is still alive. Patriot is doing his best to rally everyone. Yeah, I'll do a dev later tonight, as long as I'm not too drunk. We'll finish up Fallout, and then work on the other Monday op.
Yeah, I keep
Went full veto
Bob
Kek.
put me in charge of
I don't really want to go look at his stream right now.
For his stuff, because obviously he's in VR, and I don't know if you've had a look at it yet, Liru, but it is very surreal. Bob's stream right now is just very surreal.
See, now you're just teasing me about the fact.
Get Bloodwing to bring it up. Get Bloodwing's initial reaction.
Is it literally like two dudes sitting behind a desk talking on over a monitor or something?
No, they're two very, very overly sized chairs and two anime people in AAF clothing. It's the best way I can describe it.
Okay. I have 6 left. I've drank 10. 10 of the hydrate. No, I have 8 left. Whatever. So how they're doing it, by the way, is they're using someone.
Have audio because they're watching it through.
They're watching it through someone's Discord stream, which is Leia, who's a spectator. Because I don't think either of them have the bandwidth to do both VR chat and Arma. Oh my God! Bravo 1 just drove into a pond. Their engine's still okay though, so their engine's probably a little scuffed, but.
He has 2 open bottles of Corona downstairs.
Did they charge in? And he just got run over by his own Vic. He woke back up though, because it was just a ragdoll knockout. And now he's confused and dead. He is now dead because Drago knows how to shoot a gun. Regular hydrate is down, thank you for reminding me.
Opinion, because I don't really have one because I'm scared. So who is this rush gone down to? Because right now it's looking very much like a Red 4 victory.
You know, isn't this a Pierce classic, just charge in on the 3rd objective?
Yep.
Yeah.
And absolutely get decimated. Yep.
Well, I mean, since Blue 4 was already low on numbers, why not make it less? And hope Scandia Recon can clutch. Bay is dead. Because oh God, even he was killed off in that group.
Jesus.
Where's Falcon? Falcon's dead because he was part of the charge, so Scandia Recon's all dead.
No, Falcon will be here soon.
Bravo 1's still moving up. Gunner for the Humvee just got picked off because they're at close range and magnified optics will always win.
Jesus Christ.
Willotree, thanks for giving us sub to War Sage. I hope you both keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a kick out of this.
Capture Terminal 2. They did, didn't
Blue 4 got Terminal 2 earlier, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and here they come.
There's 12, like, 6 more.
People takes the first kill.
And Prometheus, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub as well. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you're getting a nice kick out of this scenario. You know, Blue 4 might actually be able to get a hand on the terminal because a lot of Op 4 is out of position. But it's gonna be, can Cheese just Hillary Clinton's Pierce? All right, cool. It was dubbed a suicide. Shame, Pierce shouldn't be committing suicide as a commander. It's not the way to go.
Yep, you are kind of a big thing within that. And
now Cheese has to kill 3 Blue 4 guys. Cheese has to kill 2 Blue 4 guys. There are only 4 Blue 4 left, but they are within striking range of this AO. And I love how, look at Silas here, still pulling his sector like a good soldier. Oh,
Good man.
what a
good
Chad.
Man.
Good soldiers follow
Oh,
orders.
It's Falcon. It's Falcon. Falcon, your moment was stolen by someone else. No one cares about you anymore.
Yeah, Falcon, you killed Norris after Norris killed like 11 of your guys and ruined your advantage. Meanwhile, Machine Gunner, it is Cyrus firing past. You still have Silas. Silas is panicking because his position just got shot at.
No, Silas, no, don't kill him.
Ooh, wait, Cheese is finishing what he started. Cheese on 5 kills now. I said 1v3, Cheese still wins. And that's all Blue 4 dead. That's GG.
I won. Oh my god, Dawn, you made me put 5k on Red 4 and I won.
So Falcon apparently told Pierce that the bum rush was a bad idea, and he just went, oh no, 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 let's go.
Falcon, why the fuck are you trying to convince Pierce of anything?
Well, that was a great example of how one man can completely fuck over your plan. I've got nothing else to say about it. It was just cut and dry. Just one dude just mowed down everybody.